Welcome back to English class. Before getting to today's class, at first I want to teach you four different phrases. Okay? Today I'm going to teach you four different phrases and I hope you all are ready for that. So the first one is, where have you been all these days? Let me repeat once again. Where have you been all these days? When we will use these kind of phrases? In what kind of situation we can use these kind of phrases? So if you wanted to know where the person has been or what the person has been doing, we can use this, right? Where have you been all these days? So இவ்வளோ நாள் எங்க இருந்தீங்க? Okay, that is called as, if you wanted to ask someone where the person has been and what the person has been doing, we can ask like this. Okay, where have you been all these days? And now the second phrase is, where had you gone all these days? Okay, it is a little bit different. Where had you gone all these days? What's the meaning of this? இவ்வளோ நாள் எங்கே போயிருந்தீங்க? Okay, so there is a slight difference in both these sentences. Okay, where had you gone all these days? So if you wanted to know where the person was and what the person was doing, okay, so we can use this sentences, where had you gone all these days? And the third phrase is, where are you? So often we use this sentence, right? So if you wanted to know the location of, if you wanted to know someone's location, we used to ask, where are you? I want to meet you. Okay, it's the usually we used to ask this. So I hope you all knew the meaning of this. And the fourth one is, where in the world are you? Where in the world are you? If you are in such a angry mood, okay, and we are trying to find someone's place for a long time but we couldn't, so we are expressing our anger here. Okay, that's why we are using this kind of sentence, where in the world are you? எங்க தான் இருக்க நீ? Okay, that is called as where in the world are you? So these four sentences just I want to teach you, and I hope now these four sentences will help you while you speak with your friends or with someone. So I want you to repeat all these four phrases once again. Let me quickly repeat this. The first one is, where have you been all these days? And the second one is, where had you gone all these days? The third one is, where are you? And the fourth one is, where in the world are you? Okay, fine. Now let's get into our class. Today I'm going to teach you lesson 1 from our Echoes book. Okay, we are going to learn a lesson from our Echoes book. Let's get started.
The title of our lesson is Making Small Talk. Okay, the first lesson is Making Small Talk. So the lessons in our Echoes book is not in the form of stories or passages, it is in the form of conversations. Okay, it is in the form of conversation dialogues. So you don't want to memorize anything from this book, just you have to understand the concept. Okay, so the first lesson is making small talk. Anybody have any idea about this? Do you have any idea about what is meant by making small talk? Okay, let me explain to you. Making small talk in the sense, if you met someone for the first time, for example, I'm meeting you for the first time, how I will start a conversation with you? I don't know anything about you, okay? I have no idea about you, but I wanted to speak with you. I wanted to talk with you. How I will start a conversation? At first, I will say hi or hello, right? Yes, I will say hi. So you will say back, hi, ma'am. Am I right? Yes. After that, if I want to speak with you, I want to know your name. I want to know about you. So I will ask you, will you please tell me your name? What's your name? So you will say, ma'am, I am your name. Okay, so that I will come to know about your name. This is called as small talk. Okay, when we meet someone, okay, you are talking with someone who are sitting next to you. Okay, we will try to make a small talk with the person next to you. That is called as making small talk. Okay, so it is to introduce the main communicative functions to focus across the unit through meaningful everyday context. Every day we won't talk about a particular thing. We will talk about so many things, but not in the form, no, but not in, no, we won't talk very briefly. Okay, a small talks. So that is called as making small talk. Okay, so this lesson is trying to introduce the communicative functions of making small talk in everyday life. In everyday life, how we are making small talk, that's what this lesson is going to teach us. Okay, I hope you all are ready to learn this lesson. So let's get started. Okay, so uh, for example, look at this picture. See here, I already told you small talk in the sense we will try to speak with the person, those who are sitting next to us, those who are next to us. Okay, see here, these kids were trying to speak with the other kid who is next to them. Okay, who are next to them, they are trying to speak. Okay, and look at this here, we can consider this boy and girl as brother and sister. Okay, so uh, they both are trying to speak something. Okay, they both are trying to speak something. That's what we can understand from this picture. And now look at this. Here we can consider this picture as mother and daughter. Okay, so mother and daughter both are talking about something. They are having a small talk about something while having tea. Okay, now I'm going to give some examples for you. For example, here two we consider two person as Tom and Sarah. Okay, Tom and Sarah. So Tom is saying hi to Sarah. I already told you, if you met someone, if you want to talk, if you want to start a conversation, at first we will say hi, hey, or hello. Okay, etc. So many words. So that to uh, start a conversation. So likewise here Tom is saying hi to Sarah, and Sarah is saying back hi to Tom. Okay. Now Tom is asking to Sarah, how are you? Okay. So Sarah is saying, I'm fine, thanks, and you. In our class, you often do this. Whenever I ask you, how are you? You all will say, I'm fine, ma'am, thank you, and how are you? You will answer, you used to ask the same question back to me, right? A same thing happened here. That is called as a small talk, okay? Before starting our class, we used to have a small talk, no? We used to have a talk like, hi students, how are you, have you had your breakfast? Okay, that is called as a small talk. So here Thomas asking how are you, so Sarah is giving a reply as I am fine, thanks, and you. So Thomas saying I'm very well, thank you. Okay, the other form of saying I am fine is I am very well. Okay, so again he is saying thank you. This is a kind of a small talk between two friends, Tom and Sarah. Now I'm going to give another one example. Here two peoples are here, they are talking about weather. Okay, they are talking about weather. Here we have two set of conversation. The first conversation is they are talking about weather, and the next conversation is these two people are talking about the weekend. Okay, the weekend holiday. So let me explain the first one. The weather is really nice today. Okay, so the first person is saying the weather is really nice today. When we will say the weather is really nice, if it is so hot, whether we will say that the weather is nice? No, right? So these people felt that the weather is nice. So on is saying the weather is really nice today. And let's see how the other person is giving a response. It is much better than all the rain yesterday. Because why she said the weather is really nice today? Because the previous day it was raining. Okay, that's why the other person is saying it is, yes, the weather is really nice today, much better than all the rain yesterday, because yesterday it was raining, so it is much better than yesterday. Okay, now come to the next set of conversation. It is about weekend. The first person is asking to the second person, are you looking forward to the weekend? Okay, are you looking forward to the weekend? Then the other one is saying, yes, I can't wait, what about you? Okay, so the other person is replying, yes, I am waiting for the weekend, I can't wait, what about you? He is asking back to her, okay, what about you, how you are feeling, are you looking forward to the weekend, the same question. So he didn't ask the exact question, he just simply asked, what about you, how you are feeling? Okay, so these conversations are called as small talks. Okay, now I have one more example for you, let me explain that. Here the conversation is between Elizabeth and Chris. Okay, let me read it for you first, after that I will explain. Chris, where are you going? So Chris is saying, I'm going to the store, I need to buy something. Elizabeth, really? I need to go to the store too. Chris, would you like to come with me? Elizabeth, hey, let's go together. Okay, so this is a small talk. Okay, these kind of conversation are called as small talk. So let me explain this to you. At first, Elizabeth is asking to Chris, Chris, where are you going? Okay, if we saw someone is going somewhere, we used to ask, where are you going? Okay, so same like that. Here, Elizabeth is asking to Chris, where are you going? So Chris was saying, I'm going to the store. I need to buy something. Okay, where he is going? He is going to store. So he said, I'm going to the store. I need to buy something. Elizabeth, really? I need to go to the store too. Elizabeth also wanted to go to store. So he said this. She said this. Really? I need to go to the store too. Okay, T over. So she also wanted to go there. Now Chris is asking, would you like to come with me? Okay, would you like to come with me? Elizabeth, yeah, let's go together. Okay, so she wanted to go with him, and now so she said, yes, let's go together. Okay, instead of yes, she used the word yeah, let's go together. Okay, so I hope now you all understand the concept of making small talk. Okay, I gave enough examples. So now I want all of you to take your Echoes book, page number 11, the first lesson. Let me explain the things that we have in our book. Okay, in our book, here also we have three set of conversations. Okay, so listen to the conversations and learn how to make small talk. Okay, so from the picture itself you can understand here three set of conversation is there. So the first set is showing that some kids are playing in the park. Okay, the conversation is there in between the kids, and the second one is the conversation between mother and son. The third one is also same, the conversation is between the mother and the son. So let's read the first one. What's your name? I am Priya. Sorry, what's your name? Tina. What's your name? I am Priya. See, if you met someone for the first time, we will ask this question, what's your name? What is your name? So if someone is asking to me, what is your name? What I will say, I am Shimi, and I will ask back, what is your name? So same like that happened here. What is your name? The other person's name is Tina. So she said Tina. We can simply say Tina, or else we can say I am Tina. Okay. Tina, what is your name? Or what's your name? So the other person replied us, I am Priya. Okay. Now come to the next set of conversation. How are you, Sunny? I am fine, ma'am. So if someone is asking you, how are you? If you feel good, you can say, I am fine, or I am good, I am well, I am okay. Okay. You can use these kind of words. So here the mom is asking to the son, how are you, Sunny? And Sunny is replying back as, I am fine, mom. Okay. Now come to the next set of conversation. How are you this morning? See, both are same. Okay, how are you? How are you this morning? So she mentioned this morning. So the other person is replying us, I'm not well. If you are not feeling good, you have to say I'm not well. Okay. So I feel bad or I'm not well. You can use those words. So here the second person was saying, I'm not well, mom. Okay. So the conversation is between the mother and the child. In the second set of conversation, when the mom asked, how are you, Sunny? The kid replied as, I am fine, mom. But in the third conversation, when the mom asked, how are you this morning? The other person said, I am not well, mom. Okay. So based on the situation, the conversation will change. You have to use those words. I hope you all understood. These all are the small talks. Now, look at this. What is your name? And the other set is what's your name. So, the other way of writing or asking what is your name is what's your name. Okay, what is the shortest form is what's, what apostrophe s. Okay, now if someone is asking what's your name, you can say your name, I am Shia, or you can write as I apostrophe m, I'm Shia. Okay, I am or I apostrophe m, both are same. And if someone is asking you how are you, you can use these kind of words. I'm fine, I'm good, I'm not well, I feel bad, I'm not okay, I'm okay. So these are the words, these are the response you can give for the question how are you. Okay. Now I am. Already I told you I am as well I apostrophe am. Both are same. Okay. You can use in uh, both these forms. Okay. And now from your book, we are going to read some words. Listen to the following words and repeat them. Here, based on the vowel sound, okay, they have given some words. I'm going to read it for you. Listen carefully. So, the first one is A sound, okay? Bake, day, hate, lame, male. And now I sound. Bike, die, height, line, mile. Okay, and again A sound. May, tail, tape, tray, weight. Now again I sound. My, tile, type, try, white. Okay, now br sound. Okay, and again tr. So br as well tr. We have some examples. Break, brick, broke, bread, bridge, brown, B or EAK, break, bring, brush. Now T or sound. Trap, train, tree, track, tram, trick, traffic, try. Okay. So here we learned four kinds of sounds. I, A, B or as well TR. Okay. So I hope you all understood today's lesson, making small talk. So we learned so many things today. So what are the things you learned? You have to apply those in your life. Okay, in your everyday's life you have to apply that. Whenever you talk with your friends or with your parents, with your brothers, with your neighbors, you can use these kind of words. You can make a small talk with your friends. Okay, you can make a small talk with your parents. Okay, so whatever things you are learning, you have to apply that in your life. Okay, so at last I want to explain your assignment part. Now your assignment is, look at this, find four differences between the two pictures. Here two set of, sorry, two set of pictures over here. Okay, two pictures over here, and talk about them. One has been done for you already, they did. Okay, among these two pictures you are going to find the difference. Okay, some things are different from one picture than the other, so you are going to find the difference and you have to make notes on the lines. Okay, here see, in the first picture three ducks are there, but in the second picture only two ducks. So they have given the example. So the first sentence they have written as one duck is missing from the pond. Okay, so based on this you have to find the difference. You have to find how many difference? Yes, four differences. You are going to find four differences and you have to write. Okay, this is what your assignment and nothing else. So try to complete your assignment. And already we completed lesson 1 in your new pathways book and lesson 1 in your grammar book too. Okay, so I want you to thorough the portions. In your echoes book you have nothing to learn, just you have to understand the concept. So please thorough both lesson 1 from your grammar book as well from your new pathways book. Okay, try to copy everything in your English note and write neatly, complete all your assignments. Okay, fine. So it's time to wind up our class. Until we meet again, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.